This is our first episode, and we're going to be talking about theories and facts like that. And we obviously you're joined by myself. My name's Ben. Hello. Yeah, cringe. Uh, and yeah, we got someone else. Paul. It's you. I cringed. I cringed so bad.
This is broadcast has started, and this broadcast has stopped.
It's still going, you twat.
My bad.
No, it's still
yeah,
going.
it says it's been stopped.
No, it's on.
It's lying to me.
Oh well. So it's done now. Introduce Paul. This is Paul. Yeah. Cringe.
We've been awkward.
I don't know. It's me.
Right, it's his first time. I'm Paul. But many people haven't watched this.
No, never gonna be watched. You're gonna be watched by people at college who want to take the piss.
Right, then I see what you're talking about then.
And we got theories, we got some facts, some depressing shit. There's been an error on joining the session. Great.
Oh, great. Well, this all sounds very exciting. I can't wait to hear your theories.
Well, we're going to start off with a did you know that's going to depress the shit out of you.
Oh yeah, I've already heard this one. But we'll pretend I didn't.
Here we go. Sorry, I got some phlegm. Before sleeping, 90% of your mind begins to imagine the stuff you would like to happen. That's a did you know. So, Paul, you wanna?
No, not really. I know what I'll think about.
And what would that be?
Well, obviously, it's having your own family, mostly.
Yeah, but you want to be alone.
I don't know, it doesn't work. It doesn't work out.
You just say that you want to be... You just want money.
Yeah, well, I'll probably do dream about that as well.
Oh, so?
Yeah.
I've dreamed about winning the lottery sometime, or some scratch card that I'd never buy.
Who hasn't, though?
Yeah, just imagine buying this.
Scratch cards.
And it costs like £1.
I know, exactly. I'm too poor to afford one. And you probably don't even win half of them anyway.
I haven't had a dream in ages. The last dream I had, I remember I was killing Alex, my brother. I chased him down the street with a fucking machete.
Okay, what a nice dream you had.
I know, it was, yeah.
I can't remember the last dream I had. But
I don't really have dreams.
It's like you just can't remember them.
No. But there is something that I heard, well not heard, I've fucking read it. Apparently, I think it was Japan, they're making this device where, like, when you wake up, you can, like, I don't know what you do, but your dreams go into it and you can rewatch your dreams whenever you want.
Oh god.
Yeah,
well, yeah, imagine like one of them scary ones, you have like the whole family there for like a
I want to see the one where you fall in and you just wake up and feel like you're having a heart attack.
Yeah,
imagine that.
This in VR.
Times I woke up fucking falling, I'm just like, you fucking weirdo. What the fuck are you doing this?
You know, I've probably had it once, I haven't had it like for years now. It's probably... What?
They're very common, like, if you not had one since you...
I don't know. Yeah, it depends on like why it causes it. Obviously I haven't got it.
Hold on. We can get that up. But like that.
Google our best friend.
I will Google it. Just give you something else to think on first.
Yeah.
Right, here's one. Theory on Phineas and Ferb. This one is. Right, we've got Phineas and Ferb are characters from real life. All the events on the show really happen. The difference is that Candace has a schizophrenia. Or I can't say the word. You know what I'm about there. Schizophrenia. Yeah. And imagined everything her brothers did. The girl eventually ended up committing suicide and wrote all of the events in her diary. What do you think of that?
Oh
What?
god, there's an evil green man in the room.
Wow.
Yeah, great timing. Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think
Maybe you
about
can hear
that?
that.
No, I can't hear shit.
Oh, that's good. Then if you
I
can't
can hear my
hear it.
sister shouting in the background.
Well, you
Yeah.
like an air raid siren, stop.
I tried to fucking search his, but I don't know what to say.
Well, I don't know, that theory doesn't even seem that good.
No,
Kind of,
this one's off
so,
my Instagram where I got it, but I've heard of
oh,
one
yeah,
that's
there we
properly
go then.
detailed.
I don't like that one.
Is
It ain't that good.
is the answer, like, the scientific answer to the dreaming of falling? As with most
Mhm.
common dream themes, falling is an indication of insecurities, instabilities, instable. You know what I mean? And anxieties. You are feeling overwhelmed and out of control in some situation in your waking life. Falling dreams also often reflect a sense of failure or fuck's sake,
Oh my, he's
infertory in
asking
some
that kid at school
circumstances.
when he couldn't
Yeah, yeah.
read. And
I
then
can
he's
read.
there
It's just I'm
reading
under
really
pressure.
slow.
Yeah, I'm under pressure. But falling dreams also often reflect a sense of failure or inventory failure in some circumstance or
Stop.
situation.
Stop. I don't even know
Basically,
what you want about.
if you dream of falling, you wake up like having a little fit kind of thing. It's because you're insecure or you got something on your mind or you're anxious. Basically,
Oh, I don't.
that's why I'm surprised that you don't get it.
Oh, okay.
Because I've got anxiety and I know you fucking have.
Sad.
It,
Don't need to share that out.
sorry, Paul does not have anxiety. Doesn't have anything like
Yeah,
it.
that's
He's
right.
a happy
Okay.
fella. A very happy fella.
Oh yeah.
I've never
got
met
everything.
anyone more cheerful.
You gonna join?
More full of life. Mate, I didn't even know I was supposed to. I'm in a session of my own, I don't even notice.
Right.
Is there another did you know? Uranus smells like farts. Here's the evidence to support that. In 2017, scientists are determining that the planet's clouds are composed of hydrogen sulfide, which means the suffocating atmosphere of Uranus contains a stinky gas that has the often odor of rotten eggs. So yeah, Uranus is farts. So actually, speaking of Uranus, fuck.
Yeah, one of these times I've been more mature enough not to laugh at
Yeah,
it. That
yeah.
day. It won't be soon.
No, like 40 odd, you just burst out laughing anytime anyone says Uranus. But yeah, speaking of your anus, basically my mate at college, right? We've been talking about space and the new black hole, like the first picture of the black hole, and he says, you know, we're never gonna we probably travel in space soon, and he says
That's what it's called.
we can probably go to the moon again, and you know what, my mate, this is my mate. He says, you know what, we might be able to go to that planet that's just like Earth. You heard of that planet that's like identical to Earth?
I think.
Well, yeah, that's like not even in this universe. That's in another universe.
Why is everyone shaking, mate? Let's say at the wrong time. Like
Yeah.
an hour before, they wasn't even doing nothing.
And
Oh, what?
I heard that one. I heard that one.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. They're disrespectful.
Yeah, it's in
I'll have to
another
mute this
universe.
to me.
Yeah, are they talking to you?
No, they came for the door.
Okay, just ignore them. I cutting the shit out
Can't.
of the video.
I'm
Talk
keeping
to.
on,
What I'm
can
supposed
you?
to do if you mute it? Talk to myself.
Well, yeah, I don't hear about this planet because I ain't interested.
Wow. I'm just gonna leave.
Bye.
See you, mate. Oh shit. May have just killed myself.
Okay, I suppose I can join your session. I've got like stuff to sell.
Sure. And I haven't got a vehicle no more. I'm just gonna steal it.
Someone's gonna come in my room in a minute.
Can you hear my sister really screaming?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you hear my PlayStation fan going off?
No.
Oh, that's fucking solid, mate. But yeah, here's another theory.
Oh my God.
We got another theory, yeah. Nobody can say for sure, even though many people would probably say no. That there are also many who like to think Atlantis. You know what Atlantis is, don't you? Yeah, yeah.
This is so bad.
What?
I swear I'm gonna shoot you in the next room. It's so stupid.
Oh well.
Right
got
at the
an
wrong
era.
time though. Okay,
I've
you
heard them
can't,
like
and then
once
it's
or twice.
good.
I've heard them like once or twice. So that's it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, go on, Milk.
Yeah, best let me fucking finish this time. There's 2 in a row now. You ever let me fucking finish?
Shut up.
Nobody can say for sure, even though many people would probably say no. There are also many people like me who think Atlantis really existed. Philosopher Plato wrote about Atlantis. If it really existed, we'll probably find it in the near future. Hello. So, what do you think of what do you think about Atlantis being real?
Well, we would have found it by now, so no, I don't think
Not
it is.
really, because Atlantis is an underwater, like a city buried underwater.
Exactly.
We only know like
you would have
5%
saw
of
it
the water,
So,
and how deep the ocean is. You know, like the ocean, we've only explored like 5% of it. It's like we don't even know how far down it goes. For all we know, Atlantis could be real. How we're finding it, I have no fucking idea. But you know,
yeah, I
could be real.
suppose.
we don't
Maybe.
know a lot of the city. I'm pretty sure we know more about space than we do the sea.
Yeah, that is right.
So yes, for all we know.
I don't know. I don't think it is. It can't
I mean, you don't believe in gods and all that shit, but I'm very open-minded to it. But the you know, like I think it's the Greece gods, the Greek gods. Sorry, not Greece.
Yeah.
Greek gods. You know, like Poseidon and all that. Poseidon is my favourite god out of them lot, and he's obviously, you know, god of water, all that. So I like to believe in all that. Imagine Poseidon being real, some fucking tall bloke with a fucking trident just coming out of the water, like, I'm gonna die.
Okay, yeah.
Well, he wouldn't, because he's actually a nice
Yeah.
bloke. It's Zeus that you have to fucking watch out for.
What?
Zeus is a twat, isn't he?
I don't know. I haven't really like caught up with Greek mythology.
I love it. See, I love history and all that, and that they're a big part of mythological history, I suppose, because it ain't, I mean, they've been proven, so. But I love all that.
Okay.
I love history like that, like Rome as well, and then Egypt, stuff like that. But and I was talking to David out from college the other day, and he's saying, I was talking to him about how I love history. He says, yeah, war history. I'm like, no, war history shit, no.
I like war history.
I don't find it that interesting. Like,
I mean, sometimes it is. It's alright. I mean, you just get a bit boring after a bit.
So,
I mean, all the schools teach you.
Yeah, I don't see how it's interesting. Like Rome and Egypt, you know, they have like proper history. It's like there's a one where like this about Egypt, that all the people, Egyptians, were incest, and that's why their bodies were so fucked up, because they're incest. Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You don't see that in fucking war history. You know, and then like,
Obviously, it's a bit war, not incest.
what, you fucking have a Hitler, you know? His fucking parents are incest. He has like,
Yeah,
he has
sure
one
there's
testicle.
prisons. Oh yeah, obviously.
Well,
Can do
like,
that.
imagine having one
So there you
testicle.
go. There's the inbred stuff in history then. Yeah.
But
See, just as good.
no, I don't find war history at all like interesting. As well, like when it comes to Rome, Rome is the closest you're gonna get me liking war history, because like all the gladiator shit. I love that. You know, it just, you know, like going in like I love the Was it Colosseum? That's what it's called, eh?
Yeah.
Where they used to fight. Yeah, like they have like the fight. Like you mean horses? You know? Oh, yeah. You know what I mean? Like all these fights in an arena. Yeah.
As well.
It it has more like stuff to it. I don't know. It's a lot more interesting. And then obviously, actually, do you believe in aliens? I can't remember if you do or not.
No, can't say that I do. I don't really believe in most stuff, to be honest. I don't believe in myself.
Wow. Yeah. I feel that one.
This is it. This is the check getting deeper and deeper.
The depression podcast. That's what it is.
Yeah, we was getting to it at one point.
Yeah. It was inevitable, wasn't it? But then yeah, with the aliens, like Egypt, the pyramid was like not all of them, but some of the pyramids was there before the even Egyptians were. They came and saw that there were Egyptians. Wait, what? Messed my words up a little bit. But the Egyptians went there and found out there's pyramids, and you can tell if you go to Egypt that you can tell the pyramids that were man-made to the ones that are compared to the ones that were there beforehand, before the Egyptians were.
It's one of the big mysteries here that was made.
And a lot of people...
You can't even make it now with excavation equipment, like diggers and stuff. It just doesn't work.
But the ones that were there before the Egyptians were, well, it's obviously... But we don't know, but apparently they think that obviously it was made by aliens, because I don't think they've translated that writing in them. I don't think, anyway. Not yet. And actually, no, they can't, can they? They can't translate all that like stuff that's there?
Nah, I don't think you could translate it, unless they've got like a translating script somewhere, which I don't think they have. So
yeah, because there are ways of like...
guess.
There are ways of finding out languages, aren't there? Like, I don't know, like you try and like pick out letters that like... I don't know. But it's like... We know, if we didn't know, like, say, the language of Japanese or, like, something like that, and we didn't know it, no one in this country... Oh, fucking hell, I just fell off my chair. Almost. But, like, say we didn't know that language at all, no one in this country didn't, we couldn't, like, there's no one else to tell us. We could find out what that means by ourselves. It would just, you know, it'd take longer to learn, obviously, because we don't know it, and there's no way of... We have to learn it ourselves. There are ways of doing it. We haven't found out the the ancient Egyptian language. For some reason, I don't know. It can't be done, I suppose. Yeah, but that's why everyone reckons it's aliens. And then, oh god, obviously the Egyptians were there afterwards, and then found the pyramid there. But like the people that did make the like the original pyramids, where were they? Like when the Egyptians came, you know what I mean? There's no one there, so where did they go? You know what I mean? Like, there must have been aliens, kind of thing. And like with the same thing, some people reckon they're gods instead of aliens, because obviously the Egyptians being big believers in like gods, aren't they? Like, so it's one way.
Well, I mean. Same as the Egyptians here, it's made Stonehenge as well, that no one knows that was made as well.
I don't really know that much about the Stonehenge. I know what it is and everything, but I've just never.
Pretty sure Romans, maybe I could be wrong, so don't get me on that one. So Romans, I think maybe, perhaps.
Yeah,
that's all I know.
I am a big believer in. I wouldn't say big actually. Alien ones. I like to believe in them, because I don't know. I like how big that universe is out there, and like there's other universes out there. You know what I mean? Like, it's safe to assume that aliens are real. Like, we can't be the only ones out there. You know what I mean? Like, there's a planet out there identical to Earth, so it's habitable. So there's got to be humans or like some kind of creatures living on there.
When they take close by, it's light years away. That we'll never get to. It's gonna be like another 1,000 years before anything.
For all we know, people could be living there, and that's aliens, and they could be further ahead than us, so they could get here before we get there. Same with any other like alien species, because for all we know, no one like no aliens on Mars, or like, or even the moon. You got a theory on that as well. I'm not. I don't. Well, you're gonna they'll roast me on this, and I don't believe in the moon landing. I thought I'm one of them that think it was fake.
No. Yeah, we're all gonna hate you now for it.
Yeah, I know it's coming.
I don't think it was fake.
A lot of people do believe it's fake, like it was faked, because like the flag that was put down on the moon was is blowing. There's no wind, so like how is that blowing?
I'm pretty sure it was actually stood up like that to actually show it was America.
And then as well as that, like you have his shadow, like I forgot his name now. Who was in there that went on the moon?
Yeah, Neil Armstrong.
That's the one. Yeah, he went there, and obviously the sun's shining.
What did you say? You just said he didn't.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Logic sword.
But you know
when, like, say he landed there, like, on the pictures anyway. He's landed there on the pictures, and his shadow is the wrong way around to where the light's coming from. The shadow doesn't make sense why it's pointing that way when it shouldn't be. So like, yeah. So I haven't done much research into it, or everything that I know from it is from other people's, you know, what other people know. I've never really researched it. Oh, hello. I've never really researched it myself, but I do like to believe that it's faked because, you know, why not? But a lot of people like that believe that the Earth is flat. I don't. Just before we all come to that conclusion.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah, very, very stupid. But they use.
Nobody got pitched.
They think obviously they think the moon landing's faked. So they think that the Earth is flat. Because you know when people say that the Earth is flat, and then people respond that saying we've been to space, we know the Earth isn't flat. They like to say that the moon landing was faked, but that's like to support a different reason. I believe the moon landing is fake, but the Earth is round. But like, even if people that do believe that the Earth is flat, we have satellites in space that take pictures of the Earth.
Yeah.
So that there proves them wrong. Like, yeah, the moon landing could have been faked, but we have satellites continuously. You know what I mean? And then Google Maps, you can look at Earth and you can look at the moon.
No, that's a satellite. So. Yeah.
I don't know if you know as well. If you go on Google Maps, you can look in the International Space Station, like in space. You can like move around in there and everything, just like you would on Earth. It's pretty cool. I didn't until like yesterday. We was messing about in class at college, obviously, and it was on Google Maps, and we was just exploring the thingy. And then you can also explore like planets that aren't even in our solar system. Wait, is that the right one? No, is it? No, I don't know.
Yeah,
but
maybe.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
We only know how many planets. I'm very dumb. But how many planets are there?
9 in ours.
Well, we got 9 planets, and there's 9 planets. Don't take us word for it.
I'm counting Pluto as well.
Pluto's not a planet, so
OG 8. Pluto. I don't care now. It's 9. It's always been.
No.
And don't say he's too small.
You have to get rid of Uranus as well, as it smells like farts. Can't be having planets that smell like farts. But
I'm counting 9. Pluto.
Okay, so we have 9 because of OG Pluto. And on Google Maps, there's more than 9 planets. So it's like, we know what other planets look like, basically. But we can only go to the Mars from what we not Mars, the Moon from what we've. If the moon landing was real, I have to try not to contradict myself.
You really just done it like how many times?
Yeah. Another one of my theories as well to do with space and Mars, which I'm pretty sure I have told you before. Basically, I think that we originally lived on Mars. That's why we found.
Oh no, I hate this one.
I really believe this one because it makes a lot of sense. There's a lot of shit going
so many times. I hate it.
It makes sense though. You know what I mean? There's water on Mars that we found. So I think we originally like lived there. Obviously, we killed the fucking planet, so we had to leave. We made it to Earth. You know what I mean? Makes sense.
No.
Yes, it does.
No.
Yes. Fuck. Right. Whatever. I'm gonna get some more solid theories in.
Solid theories.
Or
They're no
did you know,
solid
mate?
theories at all. Lived on Mars.
It makes. I like to believe
No,
it.
it does not make sense at all.
Yes.
Comment, you're an idiot to disapprove this.
Comment. You're a dickhead. Did you know Albert Einstein died after refusing surgery, saying, "I want to go when I want. It is tasteless to prolong life artificially. I've done my share. It's time to go. I will do it elegantly." So I like to do that. Like I've said to you before, and I've said to my family, and my dad fucking hated me for it. As if I say got cancer or anything that could kill me, but I could be saved, like if I was to do surgery, I'd refuse to do the surgery. If I'm meant to die, I believe in fate. I know you don't. I believe if I'm dying, if I've got someone that's going to kill me, I believe it's for a reason. So I'm not going to try and escape death. I'll stick with it. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I suppose.
I don't know if you feel like. No, obviously I know you don't believe in fate. But like, if you were to say get cancer.
You have to describe fate.
Okay. As in fate, everything is like done for a reason. So like, you go to work tomorrow.
Okay.
You go to work tomorrow. You get fired. That's for a reason. You've got fired for a reason. There's a whole bigger plan to your life. Your whole life is planned out basically.
Well, I tell you, you're doing very good, is he?
I mean, start off rough, but
Are you even doing this mission?
mate, I didn't even know this mission was going on. I just grabbed a tornado and went to Los Santos Customs. Said it was closed. Oh, okay. Find the assaultless. Find it. Oh, no. I haven't got my glasses. Man. I opened my my glasses case. Gone. What? What?
Where are they? Maybe someone robbed them.
Yeah, my dad needs them. My dad likes my glasses, so I wouldn't be.
Let's tell him to get some own.
He does, but he doesn't like them.
Then get some more, idiot.
Oh yeah. Do you believe in that fate then? You know. Like,
I'm gonna have to say no. Oh God, I'm disagreeing with you. Loads of stuff on this.
Yeah.
I don't like your opinions.
So like, if you were to like get this like stage 4 cancer and you can do like something to like what's it called that can slow it down but won't like say there's a cure or something that you could take but it involves surgery, would you take it?
Well, if it's
to
very
do with,
costly, then no.
No, it's free healthcare. You get it for free.
No, you take free. Like it's kind
Say
of
it was-
things you got to pay for.
Say it was
Okay,
free.
so it was free. Yes, I would.
I thought like depression wise, I thought you would have said,
What? No, it's payment wise. I don't want no one paying for it. But if it's free, then yeah, obviously, yeah.
No, I even if it was free, I don't think I could possibly. I mean, I think everything's planned out, like kind of thing. So that's why I wouldn't do it. And I mentioned it to my dad. Dad goes to me, yeah. So you're gonna let yourself die, and have your whole family feeling depressed and mourn over you. So you're putting your family through hell just because you believe you should die for a reason. So it made me feel a little guilty. Wow.
I know, yeah. Well, it was a good point.
It's a bigger reason. Like there's this family, like, you know what I mean? There's only certain like, amounts of us, because obviously most of the family we don't talk to. Like, there's only certain amount of us, and like over 7 billion people on the planet. You know what I mean? Bigger plans. That I believe in the bigger. There's something bigger out there than just me. You know what I mean? Like, it's like I've brought this
Oh,
up to my
God.
dad, and you wouldn't do this. I know for a fact you wouldn't do this. Put your life ahead of not. You would put your life ahead of others. But if, like,
Depends.
say you walked into a shop, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
A man had a gun up to the shop, like the shopkeeper, whatever his name is. You know what I mean? Would you
Okay.
get in the way or try and stop it?
No.
Say I would. I
I bet
believe-
everyone would say yeah, they're trying to be a hero, but I don't think they actually would.
think I actually would. I like to think I would, because I am
Everyone
against.
just usually just freeze up or try and run off.
No, I'm very like instinct. I think is that the word instinctive.
Yeah.
I when like something happens, I kind of act on it instantly. Like when Leo got run over, I'm the one that instantly went to him. Like I didn't pause, I didn't freeze, I went straight to him. Dad froze, saw that I had him, and then went to fucking beat the fucking guy over, beat the guy up. Teddy ran down the street to get my granddad. I'm the one that ran to Leo. So I like to think I'm very like instinctive when
Maybe
it comes to.
it was a bad thing to do as well. You weren't supposed to move.
Yeah, I wasn't
Right.
supposed to. Like, I didn't know that at the time, but obviously now I know. Like, because he went flying and landed on his back and everything, I could have actually killed him if that went badly.
Well, yeah, you could have done some serious damage to
Yeah.
his back or something. You should
So,
never move anyone.
So kind of glad it didn't go that way. But so I'm very instinctive. So like, if I was to walk into this shop and this guy had a gun up, I'd run at him. I like to think anyway. Man ain't no pussy.
Okay, yeah, sure. I don't think you would.
I like to think
I
so.
know I
But
wouldn't.
we never really know, do we? Next, I
But
don't like
nah,
to. I
walk
don't like
out,
to put my
the-
life ahead of other. I don't think my life is more important than anyone else's. You know,
Well, if it's your own family, then yes, but over anyone else, no. I don't know yet.
no, because I have like read someone. I think it was in that case, like a scenario where someone's getting mugged or something, and this guy gets in the way and gets shot. He doesn't die, but he gets shot and saves someone else, and they became like
Yeah, but
best
then
mates afterwards.
as that person who saved him, I mean, the person who got saved,
Yeah.
you'd have to compensate him with money and all that, and it's, you know.
No, because I wouldn't accept money in that case. If I was to like save someone and they
I
tried to say,
would.
"Hey, could I
You got a
repay you?"
shop
I'd
fee,
say,
give me
"No,
money."
you don't have to repay me. It's alright." Yeah, I don't think I could do that.
What? I would. I'd expect something out of you.
Wow, great human being.
Yeah, shut up.
You know what? Suck my big red ass. Sorry, it's a bit sore from last night.
Yeah.
So it's a new topic. What would you do if you won like £1 million?
1 million.
Yeah, 1 million.
When it's enough to like, I mean, it's a proper good amount of money though. Don't get me wrong.
It is.
But it's like not enough to like stop you from working. Like not enough to like stop stop you from working and live
It'd
on
last your
the rest of
lifetime.
your life.
$1 million would last your lifetime. Well, depending on what you do
depends
with it.
what you do with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it could last you a
Just-
lifetime. It could last you a lifetime, but I don't think it could like support your whole family even after your death. So, like,
Oh, it'd be a generous donation to him.
imagine that your dad dying, and you go to read his will, you got a fucking £1 million in your bank. Nice.
Oh yeah, and then you probably just blow it on something.
See, if I was to have $1 million, I think I'd say a quarter of it I'd put to a charity, and then another quarter of it would go to investing, and then the other half would be savings. Oh, and then obviously a Mustang. Or Camaro. Have to.
Obviously.
Yeah,
No,
have to.
it's got to get saved. It's going to be saved up. I might actually get a cheap car, buy a house,
I'd say invest
rent it
as well.
out. You can buy 2 houses. Done.
Yeah, I'd
And
say
obviously,
buy
yeah, invest.
not houses, mansions. I'd say because the more expensive
No,
they
I
are, you get
think
more money from.
no. He's gonna rent mansions. No,
Yeah.
houses will be the best. Like normal council houses, maybe, but obviously maybe they won't pay.
Yeah.
Who lives in a council houses?
You have to find a good area as well, so that it's not full of like,
Yeah,
say,
someone will
chavvy
pay.
people because they refuse to pay.
No
'Cause
crime. It's
yeah,
not London. Oh my
that's
god.
a lot of crime.
Um,
No idea.
I don't know, an area.
Maybe that's like nine.
Maybe. Oh, Wales. Wales definitely very good area. Low crime rates there.
You know what? Like, I'd
Wales would be
say
a great place.
buy like a business, no, not business, but like, well, technically, yeah. Like, you know,
Yeah, I
like,
suppose you could.
we'd like to like mechanics stuff like that. Buy like a little
Yeah.
mechanics store and get like obviously hire someone to be in charge, hire like all the, and then let him hire.
Oh, this is gonna
like,
cost a lot already. You don't know how much it's gonna draw you back.
And like, because that program that I watch, I think I can't. What the hell? The fuck did I just see?
My bad.
But I think it's Fast and Loud. That's the program that I watch. And what they do is they have a set amount of money to spend a week. You buy a car, like a crappy car that won't like cost that much to do up. Do up so it's like repaired, not done up like so it's like turboed and all that. Just do it up back to, stock from damage.
Yeah.
Sell it for more than obviously you bought it for because obviously it was damaged. But make sure you make a profit kind of thing.
Even if it's a small profit, you still made.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. And then you
100
use that
quid
same
maybe,
money.
even a
next
quid,
week.
and then
Yeah.
you can get a better car. Depends.
But
I don't
obviously
know,
it's not
profit
just
to
one
profit
car,
value.
not just one car a week. So like, say you try and like find a car that someone's selling for very cheap, but it's worth a lot more for what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then sell it for the actual price that it's supposed to go for. You know what I mean?
If you've got all this money, you can build up to get better cars. You can start doing Corvettes then.
Yeah.
If you do that, obviously it's doubled, maybe
you
tripled its price.
You start low and then you start getting bigger, like the more money you get from each week kind of thing. And then you add more money to the next week. But I'd say if you was to get a million, I think that would be something like to invest in. Or like if you're not in business, like housing, I'd say like find a house like like a nice little cul-de-sac. Just like go to like a little cul-de-sac and buy every house in the cul-de-sac and rent them. Because then like say it's the monthly like payment and you have to go get it. You know what I mean? It's all together. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, cul-de-sac usually. I don't know, usually you get good areas in cul-de-sacs. Not many crime.
Yeah.
Not much crime is there.
I think the most crime you're gonna get is a bunch of kids, throwing rocks at windows. I speak on my behalf.
I was gonna say, is that your personal experience?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We lived in a cul-de-sac in Warsaw, and my mate dared me at the time to throw a brick at the house window, and it wasn't just an ordinary brick; it was a fucking house brick. And
it's just your confession time. Oh my god.
Yeah, confession time. And
confession time.
basically, my mate's dared me. At the time, I was like to consider myself as a daredevil. That lasted up to like year 7, year 8ish. I got cheers, Paul. Year 7, year 8ish. I got snapped out of it, but at the time, my mate's dared me to lob a brick at a house window. It went all the way through, and yeah, we lived in a cul-de-sac at the time.
Oh, then you live there, idiot.
Yeah, and it's just up the street, and basically, I threw the brick. We've all ran in different directions. There's like a group of 6 of us, and now that I'm talking about, I think I've told you a little bit of this. There's like a group of like 6 of us. We all split up in different directions. 3 of them go down my road, and like the way down to my road, and they run down there. They run past the cul-de-sac. They carry on down. And I'm a little bit up, so I haven't reached the cul-de-sac yet, and I see a bush that I can hide in, so I hide in the bush. The owner of the house, a woman, not an old woman, but like middle-aged woman, starts walking down, walks past me. I sit there for 2 minutes. I feel, you know what, I'm safe. She's gone. She hasn't Yeah. She's still looking down there
Yeah.
for the kids. I'm just going to act like I've just came from the shop, you know, just walk normally, don't make eye contact or nothing. So I'm walking down. I've almost reached my cul-de-sac. It's only like, you know, a little bit down. And the woman starts walking back up. I'm like, fuck. Please don't notice me. Please don't notice me. Please don't. She said, oi, come here. I was like, fuck.
You weren't suspicious at that point, would you? Like,
So
yeah,
I walk
like,
up to her. She went, did you just throw a brick at my window? I went, no. She went, yeah, you have. I fucking saw it. Well, obviously without the language. But she went, you have. I just saw you. And I didn't know what to say because obviously she knows it was me. I don't know if she's bluffing, but...
Yeah,
you
so
know,
obviously you could have caught that bluff, man. I had no clue what you're about, bluff.
But at the time I wasn't a very good liar. I just, you know, I still aren't, to be fair. But, so the woman says, where do you live? Again, don't know why the fuck I told her, but I told her, I told her to the cul-de-sac. She walks me up to the door. I'm pretty sure it was Katie that answered the door. She answered the door. It says, hello. Obviously says hello to the woman. It says, your kids just like threw a brick in my window and smashed it. I can't remember if my dad or Kelly had to pay for that, but I basically smashed the window just because I was dared to. Like, man, looking back, I was a fucking rebel, man, and not a good liar at the same time.
Well, strict parents equals better liar. I think I'd like to think that I'm a really good liar.
I like to think I'm a good liar now, but my daddy's one of those that can look right past it. But also, when I'm telling the truth, he also doesn't know when the fuck I'm telling the truth. He thinks I'm lying. So I don't think he knows when I'm lying. I think he just thinks that I'm constantly lying.
Yeah.
So I do think I am a good liar, but you know, I don't really lie that much anymore. To be fair, the only things I lie on really is if it's lying for someone else. Do you know what I mean?
I thought you do. You get your snitches.
Snitches.
I heard
stitches.
about this.
I am a
Yeah,
snitch.
you snitching at college. Exactly.
Oh, wait, did I snitch at college?
Yeah,
Please
you
explain
did.
so I can
You told
remember.
me.
Please,
I know
explain so I
someone.
can remember.
Someone about the teacher, and then you know.
Oh,
everyone did
Jade.
that.
Yeah. Right. Basically, there's a black teacher. Yeah, he's having a go at one of the girls, and the girl's full on raging back. And then
Does race really matter?
no, I'm just putting it out so everyone can imagine what he looks at. It looks like.
Well, you
But,
could have said teacher.
The teacher anyway.
It wasn't really
So I was
important, was it?
Fuck off, Paul. The teacher starts taking the mick out of Jade's mum. Yeah, yeah. And then Jade starts saying, why the fuck are you saying that about my mum, all this and that, and including a lot more swearing than I can do, and then saying something. And then she gets sent out, she's full on punching things, she's kicking and screaming like everything. And obviously she goes out crying, she goes speaks to this teacher. She got on his face as well. Threatened to fucking beat him up. Yeah. She threatens to beat him up, everything. Then she leaves. She's just outside talking to one of the head of our course. And then he starts to start flipping at David. David is sitting right next to me. Full on getting shouted at. I'm there just going...
Oh, it's like awkward thing, right?
Yeah, when I'm bored.
And then when someone else is getting shouted at and you're sitting there awkward.
Yeah.
Like if someone's house in the
Yeah.
Shouted at the kid, you sit there, oh no.
David ends up getting in his face, chucks a chair. He gets sent out, flipping as well. David walks off, he doesn't even come back. And then the teacher starts talking to me because I was the only one really being good in there. Everyone else was playing up. Like, if there wasn't like being like naughty enough to get sent out, there was like talking when the teacher was talking and stuff like that. I was the only one listening and doing my work. And he says to me, "Am I in the wrong here?" Like asking me for advice. I was like, "No, at all." Yeah, he fucking was. He took the piss out of Joe's mum. And so I think it was the next day now, or maybe later on that day. I can't remember. So it's the last day, last lesson of the Tuesday, because I remember what lesson I was in. And the head of public services comes in, says we'd like everyone to write down what they remember happening, so we can get a full idea of what went on. I get a piece of paper, So I've got now the choice to ruin Jade's course and her future career, or ruin the teacher's career that he's worked for. Yes, he was in the wrong, but what teacher
What
fucking
a
just...
dilemma.
So I was there like, I refused to write anything. I did refuse to write anything for a while, and the teacher says you have to do it, otherwise you can get a disciplinary. Woo, disciplinary. But yeah. But at the time I did care about disciplinaries, and I didn't want one, so I said, I'll write down the truth. Jade and David were saying, say this, so obviously telling me to lie. And I was like, no, I'm not lying. I'm not lying. And it says, go on, just think it. And then Jade goes to me, Ben, you and me are not friends now, I don't like it. I was like, okay.
I'm gonna write nothing good about you now.
But Jade fell out at me for a while because obviously I didn't tell her side of the story. But I said her side of the story of what happened, and I did say at the point where he mentioned Jade's mum. But
Yeah.
I wasn't lying for anyone. If I was writing something down, I was writing the truth, and everyone hated me for it because I didn't lie to them. I don't think personally I was in the wrong there. I think I did the most correct thing there. I didn't ruin her career, and I didn't ruin his. I did a solid there. I didn't want to ruin
anyone. Talk to. I mean, adults would say, well, obviously they tell the truth. No, they don't really care. But people our age, they don't really want to get grass and
Yeah. The point is that in my course, I can't be known as a liar. If I can't ever be caught lying from my teachers, because it's public services, and I want to be a police officer. I can't be lying, and I like to want to be known as very truthful as my college. So I like to do everything. I like to hand in everything on time. If say like the other day, I wanted some water. Well, I had my bottle. I wanted to go refill it up. David and Cameron are there going to class, saying we'll lie for you. I said don't. They did. They went to the teacher. They walked in, and I came back from getting my water. I was like 2 minutes late. Cameron says we told him that you went to the toilet. And I went. I looked at my teacher and went, "You lied. I didn't. I went to refill up my water." And he says, "All right, thanks for being honest." I was like, "Yeah, respect. I got respect." I like to think that being honest like that, it's like I skived less than once. I know, I'm memorable. But it wasn't for just because I didn't want to go. It wasn't because I didn't want to do the work or I was bored. It was because it was David. David was really pissed off at a teacher again. He was raging because he broke up with Casey, and he skipped an area of college, and I had to walk around with him and make sure he didn't do anything stupid because from what he was saying, he was going to go kill himself or get in a fight with some people that were going to kill him instead. And I didn't, as one of his closest mates there, I didn't want to let him do anything stupid. Even if he was just bluffing or he was exaggerating on what he was going to do, I wanted to be a good friend and support him, even if it was my career, which obviously normally I would disagree with my career over everyone, I think, but I went with him anyway, and I supported him. And they were late to lesson. It was 2 minutes left till the end of the lesson. We walk in, went, "Sorry, we're late." Said, "Why the hell are you late for? Where you been?" Didn't let us answer the question. He says, "Just wait outside for us." Wait outside for him. So we waited outside. 2 minutes later, he comes back. Comes out. Lets everyone out to finish in class. He talks to us. Says, "Where you been?" David was about to start fucking lying because he was talking to me while he was waiting outside what he was going to say. And I told him I was going to be honest if I got asked. So I stayed silent. And the teacher asked me instantly instead of David. So obviously I like that they decided to ask me for the truthful option. I like to, what I mean. So they asked me what we've done. I says David was really peed off. He has bad anger issues. I wanted to make sure he didn't do anything stupid. He says that's all right, but you're gonna have to have a disciplinary. And then David starts backchatting the teacher, saying because the teacher was asking him why he was mad, and David said, "It's none of your business, none of your fucking business." And the teacher says, "Yeah, but we need to know." Because David, oh yeah, that's it, because David almost got in a fight with this person called Bazza. He's a twat. And I had to get in the middle.
It sounds like name.
I had to get in the middle and stop him, and David was pissed about that. And Bazza got into some trouble as college as enough. And yeah. And the teacher says, "What did Bazza?
Stupid.
What was making you angry with Bazza? What was Bazza doing?" And he says, "None of your fucking business. I ain't snitching. I ain't no grass." And then I said, "David's being disrespectful to the teacher. The teacher's doing his job, eh? Like, if a student is in danger from another student, they have to ask and they need to know." And David was being horrible. And I was like, obviously, I was sticking up for the teacher, saying, "David, come on, he's doing his job." David flipped to me saying, "I don't fucking care. It's none of his fucking business." So David storms out. I said, "I apologise, teacher. I say sorry for David." Obviously, he's a bit angry. The teacher says it's alright. I walked off. Had to be with David. He did go into the next lesson. So, yeah. I'm a good student. So I'd say this is my career. In school, I didn't care. I'll play up all the fucking time. Obviously, you witnessed all of it. Yeah. I went on a little fucking rant then there. Fucking hell. You know what I mean? I like to be a good student now that I'm in college and it's actually benefiting my career. You know what I mean? I've got my whole career planned out. I've got uni. I've got to finish college for 4 years. Then I got uni for 4 years. And I got police training for a year or two. And then I want to go to America to like work there. It's a lot for me to fucking do, and I can't let. I've said to my friends, if they get in fights, I'm not getting involved. I'll try and split them up, but if they start fighting, I'm not getting involved.
I won't get to America until it gets it sorted itself out.
Yeah, everything's for my career now. But America, I'm going to. Well, what the plan is Chicago. The two names for it: the Windy City and Murder City. So, yeah. But like, I want to be a detective.
It's like New York, that's better.
No, because by the time I go to America, if I go to America, I'll be like in my 30s.
They're all cop killers there.
I'm in my 30s there when I go. I will be in my 30s when I go, or if I go. So New York, I'm hoping by the time I'm in my 30s, I'll be starting my family, and New York's not a family place. So obviously, always being the city that never sleeps and all that.
Oh, I know. What do you do to Arizona?
See, wouldn't mind.
Arizona is one of the cheapest places you can go in America. Get Corvette for cheap.
See, I really wouldn't mind, but like the reason why I want to go to Chicago mainly is because one, there's a lot of murder, and like the division that I want to be in a detective is robbery and homicide, and obviously being a lot of murder, homicide, you know, it'd be a lot to solve, and a lot of actual cases that actually, you know, have a lot to it, instead of the UK being, you know, who robbed this guy's shoelaces, solve that, you know what I mean? America, I think like their murders, you know, Chicago especially, their murders are going to be a lot more interesting than, yeah. So, and the second reason, Chicago is the city of the Bulls, which is my favourite basketball team, obviously. So,
The Bulls.
Yeah.
What did you run in there?
I just saw that the door was open and I really wanted to go in.
I had to use the drones.
Oh well, it was a lot more fun walking in, so...
Yeah,
oh shit, I'm almost dead. I've just got a text off one more thing. Ah! Prick. Shit, wrong side. I don't know, I've got so much low health. I love this building. If you could just get in it, like in the, like, not in story mode, but oh well, even in story mode or in free mode, it's so much better. Oh no, not this one. Oh, never mind, I did it. I don't like that one. Okay, I've almost done it. Just got one more left. Have you figured out what you want to do with your future career yet, Paul?
Nah. I ain't got a clue.
You need to figure that out, man.
Oh well, thanks then. The only problem is you can't dream too big because you won't get it.
No, I think like the dreaming big gets you like to it, like.
You gotta be realistic. Working matches.
Got turned down twice.
Oh no, that's proper bad.
But no, I want to like dreaming big. I think it does a lot more. I mean, you've a lot more to go for. You know what I mean? It's just a problem. The only problem is, like, say you don't get it, you've wasted most of your life on something you obviously haven't got. So, say I'm working like 4 years at college, 4 years at uni. That's 8 years so far, and then you've got a year or two of obviously police training. Police training, obviously 2 years. That's like 9-10 years. 9-10 years of my career, my life, wasted. And if I don't get the police, I get into a policing or even a detective. And
Damn, this is depressing. Then we should
so
think of something
my
else.
second option was to go in the army. Like, if policing doesn't work, then army it is. That or my, as Chelsea said, do my own like PI. I think you know what PI is, isn't it?
Yeah. Ben, I can join. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yes, it is, but no offense.
I'm gonna have to have
to,
something.
Yeah, you'll have to have like some like college or uni thing, and you won't pay for uni, so it'll have to be college. I'll give you leeway, but you're gonna have some kind of qualification for policing.
Excuse me.
Why are you gonna let you be pure and then be terrible at what you're doing?
What? I can do that.
It's like me saying, say you don't know nothing about cars, yeah, and I say, and I own my own mechanics, and you say to me, "Can I have a job?" You know nothing about mechanics.
Yeah, but then you get trained.
And then working on someone's car. Yeah, getting trained for it.
You get trained, exactly.
But in PR, you don't get trained. You have. That's what I'm saying. You need some kind of qualification.
Not
I think you're getting like special treatment because you're my friend. I think so, mate.
Mate, I won't employ you to investigate somebody.
Are you good at solving things?
Nah, I'll probably be like a desk jockey.
That's a lot of paperwork, right? A lot of police officers hate paperwork. I mean, I reckon I'm gonna like it at the paperwork. I thought I like paperwork at college, never mind the bloody actual work.
Oh god, I hate everything. I can't do nothing.
I like it, right? I like, because I'm very formal when it comes to writing. So I like showing it off because I do like knowing that I'm like formal and that. So, you know.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just gonna check how long this live stream's gone on for us. I think it's been around about an hour. So I think if you're okay with it, now we'll end the podcast there. But first of all, we're ending on a nice did you know fact.
Ooh.
I'm on Instagram trying to get one of Selena Gomez, just popped up on like in a fucking bra.
Damn, that's hot.
I love Selena Gomez. No. She's like, whoa. Right, we got our facts up. Find one.
Oh no, you've got to find a good fact there.
No, because there's mostly did you knows. I've clicked on my did you know place.
Yeah. Yeah, then you said a good positive one.
I've got one.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know if it's very positive, but it's in the middle. You enjoy your music, yeah? I enjoy my music, yeah?
Yeah.
This did you know fact is about music, obviously. As the older you get, your brain begins to stop getting pleasure from new music, causing your musical taste to stagnate.
Great.
Is that good enough for you? Or did you want something else?
Yeah, I guess something else.
The loneliest whale in the world has been singing the same song, crying for companionship for 20 years. Over 20 years.
I said high, not high, no, not depressing, no. Idiot. Sounds a bit like me.
You have blue eyes, don't you?
Oh god, yeah.
People with blue eyes tend to have the highest alcohol tolerance.
Damn, that's good. I need that.
And this is the last one, and we all must feel for this one. When a male honeybee climaxes during sex, his testicles explode and he dies.
What a G.
Yeah. Risking his life for the cause of the sexy times. Yeah, that's the end of the podcast. I'm pretty sure it's gone over an hour now. I'm not. I think it might be like 56, maybe 60 minutes.
Yeah.
But I think we're gonna end it there. Yeah. Goodbye.
Yes, okay then.
I'm fucking ending it.